Welcome to Behind the Scenes. This is the show that we do after, immediately, and we answer your questions live, or you can write in ahead of time and ask questions. And you can listen to this show in your favorite podcast player. You don't have to make it live, but if you do make it live, there are instructions in the show notes on how to ask questions of us in real time. This show is PG-14, so that I don't have to censor myself the way I do on the regular show. So there will be naughty words because of feelings. I have many, many feelings, and today is
Oh, do
August
you?
15th. Shockingly. First, how are you, Spencer?
I'm fine. I'm recovered from nationals. I
Good.
got sleep. I worked on the clickable code of points.
I'm very excited for the clickable code of points
Found
updates.
some gifts.
I used
I was
the clickable.
very happy with my back 2.5 because I was like, who's my example? Because everyone does a back 2.5. But Sakaguchi from Japan, who has competed at a few things, has a really good one. And I was like, yes, this is a good example of a back 2.5. And it's stuck and the twisting form is good. These are the dumb things that satisfy me.
I used your clickable code of points during championships because I was like,
good.
Let me make sure I'm calling this the right thing. I want to, yeah. So it's very helpful. Balancefamesituation.com. Clickable code points. The instructions are in the show notes on how to ask questions. So let's start with winning without winning.
PBJ Fob says, have there been national champions who didn't win any events at the championships they won? Oh, interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, the first one that comes to mind is in the olden days, the olden days of compulsories. U.S. nationals had compulsories and then optionals and then event finals. So in '96, before the Atlanta Olympics, Shannon competed compulsories, optionals, won the all around, and then didn't compete in the event finals. So technically, this is easy to look up. We can look it up. But do you have a guess other than that, like in the more recent times before I look it up? Who might have won an all-around title without any event titles?
Okay, not the 9 times Simone won.
Because I would say Weber, maybe. Like, I could see a situation where Maroney won vault and Allie won floor, and like maybe Gabby won bars and beam, or Allie won beam or something, but Weber won the all-around.
Yeah, I could see that
All
one.
right.
Carly Patterson would have won beam and floor, so I don't think Carly.
So Hesley won a bunch of events. Simone. I'm going through. Connor won beam when she won. Simone. Reagan won beam and floor when she won. Simone.
Christy something, who was national champion in the 90s and went to Utah. And then
2013, Simone won. Maroney won vault. Kyla won bars and beam. Maroney won floor. I don't think I knew that or remembered or tracked that. Good question. Good trivia.
That is excellent.
I would have said no. There was no time where Simone like won and didn't win floor.
Yeah. What about Christy, not Christy Phillips, but the other Christy who went to Tom Forster's gym
Christy
and she
Powell?
won Powell.
Let's find out. She won bars that year.
Okay. Well, that makes sense.
There was a Weber year. 2012, also right before the Olympics. Weber won all around. Sack won vault. Gabby won bars, and Allie won beam and floor. Maroney didn't win nationals on vault in 2012. Did she not do a vault the second day or something? Yeah, she didn't do. She must not have done 2 vaults both of the days, and I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That second day, that when she got hurt. Doi.
Yes.
When she got hurt and didn't compete the second day. Yes.
I do remember
that. Never mind. Don't send your letters. I do remember.
That's the one where she over-rotated her triple full and basically broke her nose landing, and they took her out on a stretcher.
Yes.
Remember that? Yeah.
Yes.
Which is, you have to hit your head really hard to break your nose, which is in front of your skull, not the back, which is where she landed when that happened. I'm 99% sure she broke her nose doing that. And she was so pissed. Remember, she had her arms crossed when they were taking her out on the stretcher? Fuck this. Let me compete. Yeah. Elite gymnast. Okay. Puffer jackets.
Oh, absolutely not. Says extremely important question number 1. Did someone actually go out and get Team Woga matchy puffer jackets? There's no way that's part of the standard Texas-based uniform, much less brought them to Louisiana in August. Jessica got the scoop.
I did. This is the important investigative research that I did at Championship. So
this is why people have to pay for you to go to Worlds, because otherwise, who's going to ask the questions about what jackets they're wearing?
Exactly. How did you get these jackets? Who's going to tell you there's a leak on the beam and ask the gymnast about it? And Jade Carey will be like, yeah, it dripped right in front of my nose before my aerial. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. And then she did a great beam routine anyway. Who's going to tell you that there's a COVID outbreak and a bunch of people in hazmat suits came out and had to sterilize all the equipment? GymCastic. This is why we go to these meets. So yeah, I asked Anna Lukin, and she said that she didn't go shopping. She ordered them on Amazon, and so they came just in time. And she ordered 2 different colors so they could pick which ones they wanted. So yeah, that is Amazon. Is how it happened. So if Bezos, if you'd like to do something good with your money, you can. You may
we will forgive everything
us.
Else if you.
It will offset. Oh, reminder that the replay tickets for the Morgan Hurd live show are available, and you get to see Alana Shenikova and Morgan play a very competitive game of password. Basically, there's a word, and you have to guess it. We are actually thinking of making that game into a game for club members, too. Like, if you want to play Heads Up Gymnastics version at home, because people really love that and have been asking, hey, can you make that available to all of us? That was Corey Tomlinson's idea, who was our MC for this, and our last live show. Here's a little sample of the live show.
Go.
Okay, on second Achilles here.
These are the things you can't see because you can't read them because you.
Oh, the scores.
Yep.
The governing body of gymnastics. Skip.
Okay.
Hey, don't drop the ball, okay?
And you like winning, too.
I do like winning.
I see. Yeah, Gym Nova equipment was not. Is that how many? Did she do 20?
But we would take it after dinner so that they didn't see, and we kind of like hit it in front of our stomachs and stuff.
Were you aware of these crimes being committed? Slava had no idea.
Slava honestly didn't care. So we took down the mattresses from all of the bunk beds, and we were doing like.
I also heard that you kept a pet at camp.
My friends at college were definitely like pretty like shocked.
I said, and Lily kind of called me out for this, but I said, Tom Forster is lying. He is not telling the truth. And she was like, well, the intention has to be, there should be intention behind the word lying. And I was like, well, if the athletes haven't been talking to, then that's a lie. But how do you feel?
So why are we making this circle? Not a single person knows how to actually dance that's worth being inside that circle. That's just how it is. We're born and raised in.
Yeah,
I knew you would know things like I don't remember. Leanne Wong.
Okay, so from Casey online, if the Tokyo Olympics had taken place in 2020 as planned, do you think you'd have been on the team? If so, who would you have replaced?
Okay, what we're doing right now,
A show, a performance, a podcast,
but almost podcast.
Go!
But oh my God, watching 2 elite gymnasts play a competitive game against random people they've never met was very entertaining. It was one of my favorite parts of the show.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm like, oh, that's one of those things you think of that you hadn't thought of before, and you're like, oh yeah, they should do this. Like, college teams between rotations should have the people who aren't competing, like the walk-on, or like, people who don't have to, like, I have a bars routine I need to focus on, shut up. Play that during the rotation breaks or warm-ups or pre-meet or after meet, because it's very worth it. Amanda says, every year since the Paris Olympics, I've become more and more of a Leanne fan. Still no idea how she does it all, but I hope she manages to sleep. She's always so solid and manages to be a top contender, but ends up as an alternate or just short of a gold. What does Leanne Wong need to do to win an all-around gold at Worlds? Both if the Russians are there and if they aren't. Fingers crossed for CEO/future Dr. Leanne. What does Leanne need to do? Do the chung that you did day 2 of Nationals, that set. Do that again. I don't think that like 5-7 D scores hit are going to be enough to win the all around at Worlds.
Yeah.
So I think she would need to. She was training back 2.5 to front layout full at podium training. That was the intent of the pass she was working on that she ditched because it wasn't consistent in training. She ditched it for competition. That would come back on floor, and I think some recomposition or upgrade. That's a lot to ask, I know, right now, but a little bit more on bars and beam in terms of difficulty. But if Esposito's not there, if Andrade's not there, if Russia, she got a 56-1 day 2 of national scoring. She's not that far off.
Yeah.
It really depends on the field, but I would think a little boost, just a little bit on each event.
Also,
this is an interesting picture that we're looking at in the fact checkers gallery of the switch ring. Because do you think that's foot to the crown of head? Is that correct?
See, this is the thing. When you look at it from the side, this is the photo that he has another one from the side. It's always hard because it's like during podium training, there's more flexibility for where the photographers just stand. But when like TV's on, it's like if the photographers are like assigned a spot and you can't
get
move
where
around.
You can get.
Yeah. So anyway, I feel like Coop should just apply for the creators program so that he can go wherever he wants, like all of the like Morgan and all of them, because I'm like, then you can get the better pictures. I love this picture of Nola. Nola. Anyway, the question was, okay, so this is the thing. From the side, her heel is at the crown of her head. Like,
is it in that picture? This is debatable. This is very.
Tell me on your.
We need a full, like, this is how you drive traffic to the website, right? We need a full.
In this one, it's not.
Like, I think that's heel below. That's heel below. If that's the apex.
Do you have the one from the side, Coop? So show on your point to the crown of the head, or point to your head.
My head? The crown's up here. The crown's the top.
Right? So that's the thing. In that one. He has one from the side. That's what I think of the crown of the head. Like where the hole was when you were born. That's the crown of the head. Where you can see babies' little brains when they breathe.
If you put a stick crown on, it's in the middle.
Yes.
That's my understanding of where the crown of the head is. But this could be another, like, what are cows situation.
Bulls, coos. Oh, he has to go look at Lightroom because we do have one from the side. Because I feel like it's not close, but if you drew a line, it's there.
Google is telling me crown is a little bit behind where I think it is. That it's more like occipital lobe type area.
Occipital's way further down.
Okay, that's below. I should try to use medical words. I don't know.
Okay, wait, let me find a
Now I have to look up occipital lobe. This is fun.
Yeah.
This is fun for people to listen to and watch.
Occipital is the back of your head.
Back. Yeah.
Yeah. Like above the cerebellum, which is the very back, where you can feel those two little nuggets on the back of your skull on either side.
I only have one.
Hard parts on either side?
Yeah, I only have one.
You only have one?
This will be a conversation for later.
Wait, what? You don't have two? The occipital protuberance? I think that's what it is. Hold on. Skull anatomy. I don't remember. I did so well in anatomy, but I don't remember. This is so good.
This is great. Back of my neck analysis.
Okay. All right, here's the other picture of Leanne. So from the side angle. Thank you for finding that, Coop. With her beautiful Leo. Oh my God, I love this Leo so much. Looks so good on her. It's one that's like ombre, purple, and blue with the silver diamond natural waist belt. Okay, so here, the top of her, I mean, if we're talking about, is it level with the crown of your head? Yeah.
No.
Because that's her forehead at the top.
I mean, I always say, like, you can't really judge from, like, a screenshot. People are always like, look at the screenshot. And I'm like, that's not how it looks. But
this is a photo, not a screenshot.
I know, I agree.
Oh, he's putting a line. My God. Oh, this is so hot. Coop, you are the best.
That line is hair. That's hair.
No, but that's where the crown is, where her bow is.
This is a very important.
But it has to be
conversation.
the heel, not the toe, right?
I think just his foot, which is not helpful.
Oh, that's not helpful at all. If we put that in the middle, the line in the middle of her foot, then I think then it's missing her head. It's not high enough.
So rear foot at head height is a deduction, but credit.
Rear foot at head height. Yeah, I mean, I would say
That's bow.
that is bow. That's not her actual head. You're right.
If you're saying the middle of the foot, it's hitting bow.
Yeah.
Leanne, the bows are causing a deduction.
But I mean, maybe they're not because maybe what they're
this
seeing.
is the new take, the new hot take. If you can see the bow is letting the judges see that, or maybe you're saying it's convincing them, like you just see the bow and the foot's at the bow height, so you're going to give credit.
But this is the thing. I think that maybe this is actually, yeah, they're assuming it's her head, like I was. Like I thought her bow was flat, and this is assuming the photo is at the apex. If you enjoyed what you heard, check out Club Gym Nerd at gymcastic.com because we do this every week and there's a whole nother hour plus of this.